Oh my god, bro. I genuinely don't know how this perk flew under my radar. Maybe I was focused on new raid prep or Iryute's design, or maybe it was the fact that when I first saw this perk on my artifact, I blatantly assumed it was going to be for PvE only. Turns out it isn't, and I'm genuinely wondering if that was an intentional choice by Bungie. The perk in question is Elemental Embrace. Subclass elemental buffs grant you bonus recovery and DR against combatant attacks of the matching element type. As I've already shown you, it allows you to do such things like tank, sniper, and slug shoddy shots to the dome. Here's how it works. All you have to do is activate a subclass buff, aka Amplified if you're on Arc, Radiant if you're on Solar, Devour if you're on Void, or Woven Mail if you're on Strand. Activate any of those buffs and you now have 50% incoming DR against all matching damage until your subclass buff goes away. And you might be thinking, well, yeah, that is good, but it only works for as long as your buff is active. True. However, some builds allow you to keep that ball in the air for a really long time. By putting on the, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, Hunter Spider Helmet and Widow's Silk, you can make a grapple point, then repeatedly just latch onto it and have permanent Woven Mail. Already pretty great on its own, but now I have 50% DR to any incoming Strand weapon damage. I wonder if there's a really strong overused weapon in the sandbox that dishes out Strand damage. And look, if you're an adept immortal hater, and I mean, who isn't at this point, am I right? You might be thinking, hey, that doesn't sound so bad. I can tank immortal all weekend long. True, but that's just one example. With Frosties, my hunter can activate Acrobat Dodge to become Radiant, then run and get my dodge back. And look, it's almost completely recharged and ready to go again as my Radiant timer runs out. Now I have 50% incoming damage reduction to all solar weapons, including the Amit, Drang, and Vex Mytho. For Arc, all a Warlock has to do is eat their grenade with Getaway Artist, and now I'm unable to be one-tapped by cludstrike and unable to be one-banged even point-blank by some of the best Arc shotguns in the game, including both Found Verdict and the Matador. Just to be really clear, I don't think this is broken to the point where a complete D2 newcomer could turn it on and roll people in any PvP game type. Trials, on the other hand, is a much smaller, more concentrated game type, and not only that, you can check the enemy team's loadout as you're flying in. In theory, you could just make a few backup builds able to take advantage of Elemental Embrace if the opportunity came up. Peep the enemy team's loadout on the way in, and if they're stacked up on one particular type of elemental damage weapon, then quickly swap to your backup loadout capable of tanking that kind of damage. And I mean, if that's what Bungie intended, then alright, I guess, but things might get really silly this weekend with teams checking each other's loadouts and playing the most weird game of rock, paper, scissors ever. Either one of two things is gonna happen. Either one, it's not supposed to work in PvP and Bungie maybe shuts it off, or two, it is supposed to work in PvP and, well, enjoy your anti-cloud strike protection or however else you want to use it. I'm gonna be doing GM Nightfalls today to get the newly revamped Warden's Law hand cannon. Swing by the stream if you want to watch that, but if I have time, I'll try to drop some loadout ideas down in the comment section for Elemental Embrace. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.